It's a wonderful day. A wonderful, very special day. In fact, today is so wonderful and special that I'm going to remember it by putting it all in my scrapbook. Let's see. Today is oh dear, I'm afraid I've forgotten. I think today was something besides being today, but while I was jumping just now, I seem to have jumped at something right out of my head. Oh, I know what I'll do. I shall go and ask Rabbit. Rabbit always knows about important somethings going on. A haycorn, my favorite. A haycorn, my favorite. Hup, hup. Oh, I can't reach it. Rabbit, hello? I don't think he can hear me. Yes, I like it much better on this side.
Oh, it's you, Piglet. Come in, come in. No time to waste.
Rabbit, do you know, is there anything sort of, special about today?
Well, of course. Today, I'm making a very large soup for everyone.
Oh, soup. What kind of soup is it exactly?
It's a very large soup. I'm certain I said that.
I like very large soups.
And everyone in the wood is helping by bringing me ingredients and things.
What about me, Rabbit? May I help?
Yes, except this is a rather big job, you know. A very large soup requires many complicated ingredients. Honey, thistles, milk, pepper, of course.
Honey, thistles, milk, pepper.
Oh, yes, and haycorns. I need 10 haycorns. I'll have to find someone to gather those for me.
Haycorns? You can find haycorns all over the wood.
Pooh, of course, is in charge of honey, and I've asked Eeyore to pick out some nice thistles. Kanga will be bringing milk. Oh, and Owl has some excellent imported pepper. I wonder where they can all be, though. It's getting rather late, and not one of them has arrived with their ingredients.
I could get those things, Rabbit, or anything. Really. May I bring something, too?
Well, I suppose you could help, Piglet. Here, take this basket. Go outside and pick an onion or two from my garden, would you?
Oh, thank you, Rabbit. You can count on me.
Good. Now run along. I want to have all the ingredients ready before everyone else arrives.
Onions always make me cry. Oh, not in a sad way, more in a leaky way. Parsnips look like carrots and haven't had enough sunshine. Oh, they're quite tasty, though. These carrots look very nice, and Rabbit says they're good for my eyesight. Oh, I like radishes. They're already spiced when you pick them. Owl once told me potatoes have eyes, but I'll keep them in this basket. Then maybe they won't be able to see me.
Dear Rabbit, those are just right. And they should be, since I grew them myself. Thank you, Piglet. Eeyore still hasn't brought me those thistles for my soup. Well, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
This is a list of what Rabbit needs for the very large soup. Rabbit said Pooh Bear is supposed to bring honey for the soup. Here's a delicious acorn. Oh, hello, Tigger.
Say there, Piglet.
Tigger, what do you call that bouncy thing you're doing?
I'm spirating. Spirating is what Tiggers do the bestest.
Tigger, don't buzzly bees make honey?
Well, these sure do. I can't see it, but I can smell it. I could scoop you up some, Piglet, old pal, but I'd get awful sticky holding all that honey. Too bad we don't have anything to put it in.
How wonderful! I found a acorn. Here's a delicious acorn.
Oh, my, it's calamitous.
Hello, Owl. Oh, what's the matter?
Good day, Piglet. You see, my passepartout is quite unlocatable.
You're who?
I cannot find my key, and so I'm locked out of my house.
Oh, well, I'll help you look for it.
Oh, would you really? Capital, my dear fellow. I'm certain it's around here somewhere.
A acorn. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, look, Owl. Here's your key.
Aha! Of course! I put it there for safekeeping, and a very safe spot it turned out to be. Still in working order, I see. Well, won't you come in then, Piglet?
Owl, did you know that Rabbit's making a very large soup? And it's for everyone.
Yes, I do believe he mentioned that.
And he needs some pepper. Have you got any?
Oh, yes. Well, I had planned to deliver the pepper personally. However, as you can see, my spices are in considerable disarray.
They're where?
They're quite mixed up, and I can't very well find the pepper when my spices are all mixed up now, can I?
Well, it seems if you could just...
Clearly, the spices will need to be organized first. Alphabetically, I should think. Yes, that should work quite nicely.
I could help you organize them, Owl. I'm very good at organizing.
Brilliant idea, Piglet. These spices need to be put in the spice rack in the correct order. Please, pick them up and place them in alphabetical order, Piglet.
Aniseed?
Aniseed, my dear Piglet, tastes remarkably like licorice, but what most don't know is that it's actually related to the celery plant.
Dillweed?
Long ago, Piglet,
They're all sorted by alphabet, just how you wanted them, Owl.
I say, Piglet, they certainly are. Well done. And look, here is the pepper, right in its proper position. Piglet, will you do me one other small favor?
Yes?
I have some important thinking to do. Would you be so kind as to take this pepper to Rabbit for me?
Oh, I'd be happy to, Owl.
I am most grateful, Piglet.
How wonderful! I found a haycorn. A haycorn! Oh, this is wonderful. Here's a delicious haycorn. Eeyore, were you supposed to be bringing some thistles to Rabbit? He's making a very large soup, you know, for everyone.
Everyone who likes soup, you mean? And I'm not sure if I do. So I don't suppose he meant me.
Oh, no, I'm sure he wants you to come. And if you like, I could take him the thistles for you.
Well, all right, if it's not too much of a bother.
Ow, the thistles certainly are pokey, aren't they? A haycorn, my favorite. Hello, Pooh Bear.
Hello, Piglet.
Pooh Bear, are you making a swimming hole? If so, it looks a little bit, dry.
That's probably because it isn't a swimming hole so much as it is a trap for woozles.
Woozles? Oh, dear, are there woozles about?
You never can tell with woozles, but in case there were, and in case they wanted to get into my house to sample my honey, I thought I would dig a trap so they couldn't sample my honey, that is.
Does the trap work?
I'm not sure yet. You see, Piglet, once I had finished digging, I found that my house and I were on opposite ends of the trap, and now I can't think how to get one of us to the other side.
Oh, dear. You never know when you might need a longish board like this one. I don't think that would work. Hup. Oh my, I think I shall be able to cross this pond if I hop across on the rocks, logs, and lily pads. Hup. other side. My, I was braver than I thought. Kangaroo, hello? Well, I'm sure they won't mind if I take some milk to Rabbit for the very large soup. Perhaps they haven't got to it yet, and I can help them by getting to it now. Hup, hup. Pooh, we can walk across this board to get to your house.
Why, so we can. That's a very good idea. Let's go and make sure the honey is still snug in the pantry, shall we?
Pooh Bear, you don't think there are any woozles inside, do you?
Oh, bother. I'm afraid that was all there is. And I believe all the other pots are empty as well.
But Pooh, weren't you supposed to be bringing Rabbit a pot of honey for his very large soup?
Oh, yes. And here one is, all ready to go. How lucky.
Yes, only don't you think Rabbit would be happier with a pot of honey that had some honey in it?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. When he said he wanted a pot of honey, I supposed that the pot was the important part. But I suppose it could have been the honey part as well. Still, I suppose an empty honey pot is better than no honey pot at all. Oh. Oh, bother.
Perhaps we can piece one of your broken honey pots back together, Pooh. Well, that looks right. Well, that looks right. We did it! Oh, and it's a good thing the pieces are sticky enough to hold it together.
Yes, it certainly is. And, Piglet, I was just thinking.
Yes?
Perhaps you could take the pot to Rabbit for me. Perhaps I should stay here just in case. In case any more honey should turn up. You never can tell with honey, you know.
Oh, all right, Pooh. I'd be very happy to take the pot to Rabbit for you. Here you are, Tigger.
A honey pot! Honey pots are perfect for filling up with honey. Here's some honey for you, little Piglet.
Thank you, Tigger.
Ah, shucks. You're welcome. Tiggers do not make good pincushions.
Pooh Bear was supposed to be bringing me some honey for my very large soup, but I'll bet he's forgotten. If you see that bear, Piglet, be sure to remind him about the honey, will you?
But I...
Thank you.
Pooh always says a full pot of honey is the most wonderful thing there is. Here, Rabbit.
Honey! Oh, well done, Piglet. Perhaps I should have sent you after it in the first place. You know, Piglet, Owl promised to bring me some pepper for the soup more than an hour ago. I wonder where he could be.
I could find him for you, Rabbit.
Well, perhaps you could. If you do find Owl, be sure to ask him about the pepper.
Here, Rabbit, for the very large soup.
Aha! Pepper. Just what I need. Thank you very much, Piglet.
Here, Rabbit, for the very large soup.
Ah, you found some milk. Well, very good, Piglet. Now I won't have to wait for Kanga after all.
Here, Rabbit.
Thistles. And they look just perfect. Thank you, Piglet.
Here, Rabbit.
Well, thank you, Piglet. Excellent. Now I have enough acorns for the soup. Oh, thank you, Piglet. Well, I think now we have everything we need to make the very large soup. Well, I must say, Piglet, you've turned out to be quite a big helper today. Good gracious, they're here!
Already?
Oh, dear. I'll be so busy with my hosting duties I won't have time to finish the very large soup. Do you think you might be able to do it, Piglet?
Oh, yes, Rabbit, I might. I might be able to do it indeed.
This isn't bad. Not bad at all. It's rather nice, don't you think, Pooh Bear?
Yes, I was just thinking that. How nice it was. And also, Piglet, how nice it was of you to help me by taking Rabbit my pot of honey.